The advocates say this situation would never have developed if it was in a surrounding community, but that property is in the unincorporated part of the county.
So I know neglect when I see it.
Retired veterinary technician Dana Armstrong was one of several people who addressed Cass County commissioners Thursday about a property along Katy Trail at Rock Island Spur filled with trash and dozens of dogs.
They were standing in their feces, laying in the dirt. They were infested with fleas, and several of them were very, very underweight.
She wasn't able to get authorities to seize the animals last year. Advocates also failed in their efforts this year, in part because Cass County doesn't have animal control or seem to have many ordinances dealing with animal well-being. The advocates aren't just worried about the puppies and dogs chained to cars at the property with no water or electricity, but also people using the trail next to it where there have been 11 dog bites in the past 5 years.
I've been chased by the dogs. I've witnessed the dogs chasing horseback riders and bicyclists.
Those dogs ever get off their leash, they're going to kill the dogs that are currently there. They're going to go after somebody. These are not safe dogs.
They're asking commissioners for pet registration programs to fund an animal control program, and for an ordinance that would only allow dogs to be tethered when supervised, not around the clock.
It needs to be passed everywhere. There's no difference between a dog suffering on a tether in the city or the countryside.
The presiding commissioner says last week's efforts to clean up the piles of junk the man had in the public access road won't be their last involvement at the property.
Mr. Conkle's been out there for a very, very long time. This probably should have been addressed 10 years ago, before any of us were around, but we're going to get it addressed because it's time.
Those animal advocates also asked commissioners today how much it costs for those 30 or so workers on that cleanup last week and who's going to pay for it. Dave DeMarco, Fox 4.